You put out an EP a couple of months ago. It's called Tears Are Salty for a Reason.
Yeah, man.
Alpha Ojini. Who broke your heart?
To be honest, the person isn't. Okay, well, let me just be serious. If I'm trying to be serious, I feel like it's a combination of many things that I have been going through, or that I had been going through before I dropped the project. So I felt like that was a good time for me to put all those thoughts together. So it wasn't just Breakfast. Breakfast was just a small part.
Yeah.
Understand? So I touched on a couple of other topics. So I was like, instead of holding this thing back inside, let me just make music. So other people who are going through this stuff can actually see something they can bump to and not feel so alone. You understand?
Yeah.
So that was what it was for me. That was what it was for me.
Pastor, my dad told me, my son, see, I need you to chin up, be strong like concrete. If you too choke, close your eyes and count to 3. But make what I know come up for your eye, and a man you be.
You worked with MI on the Judah EP.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Bro, like, it was surreal. I spoke about it on the song that I'm featured on, The Tribe. I feel like a lot of people take it for granted when they eventually get to a certain point. I feel like the kind of person I am, I never really paused to like enjoy my moments. Like, I never really stopped to say, okay, even though this is like not me winning a Grammy or something, this is something I've always wanted to do, and then when it happens I should be happy. But in those moments I don't like. Emma is someone that I've been listening to since I was like 15, 14. You understand? Like, he knows I used to write his rhymes on the back of my
notepad,
you
diary,
get me?
whatever.
So eventually getting to work with him, like, I had to take a moment to like let it soak in, because the working with him, the experience was very fast, because like an artist of his stature, things happen.
Who reached out to
fast.
who? You reached out to him or he reached out to you?
I mean, like, the story of how we actually got into that session is a different story altogether. And I think that was because of the song that I made that I called him out on. That was Vendetta.
Flow in her sleep, pipe dreams. I knew I would rip this shit since I was 19, and I got the keys. Not like DJ Khaled, more like Mike Dean. Stay hungry, but don't bite the finger.
Okay.
And even though that wasn't supposed to be malicious, but I think I spoke from the heart, and it struck a nerve. So he reached out to me, which is like weird. Like, it's so weird for someone at his level to do. But he could have easily said, who is this bitter young man that's just spitting rubbish? But he actually DM'd me and was like, bro, I get how you feel. Like, let's work. I hear you produce, I hear you mix, let's work. And I felt honored, because I was like, this is someone that I've looked up to forever. He didn't just cancel me because I said that he promised to do a song with me in 20 whatever, and it didn't work. So eventually he called me, and then I came through for some sessions. Then I started coming regularly for like writing camps and all that stuff. And then eventually he was like, you know what, bro, let's work on this project that I'm putting out. So it was very tight. We finished that whole EP within the space of 2 to 3 days. You understand? So it was a fantastic experience, and I didn't sleep because I was the one mixing the songs. But
for my fans, they go dumb for they mans. We gon' turn up when we jam. We got plans, I got plans. They done helped me advance. They the best fucking fans. 100 grand. We'll go.
Let's talk about when MI said you rappers need to fix up your life, and then he said the South Sea rappers are taking over. Do you think at that moment he was speaking facts?
I feel like he was saying what needed to be said, because that's what actually brought about people like me making songs like Vendetta. Because if he didn't like pinch us, I don't think we would have reacted the way we did. In a very weird way, the way Kendrick Lamar's Control like had an effect on the culture. MI's Fix Up Your Lives did its thing, because no matter how people felt, people like me, because I actually was one of the people that felt away. No matter how we felt, like, it made people want to like, okay, let's rap again, let's do something.
Do you think pretty much almost all the other rappers have actually fixed up their lives?
It depends on what you mean by fixing up. So there's a big thing about like what you consider being happy. Like, when you say you're happy as an artist, like, what you consider your life being fixed up, what will it look like? So it depends. People have different ideas of what their lives will look like when it's fixed up. For me, I feel like a lot of rappers are fixed up, because between then and now, we have people like Ladipo, Blaqbonez charting. You have people like Paper Corleone getting nominated multiple times at the Headies. So people have actually fixed up, you understand? But like, I don't know, sometimes it just feels like some rap fans have unrealistic expectations of rappers too. So some people will still argue that even with all these W's, rappers never fix up. And I'm like, bruh.
Picking pieces, that's some weak shit. You say you want me, can you keep me? I need me an independent 10, something like GG. Holla if you read me, I put you on my CC. And I'm living sweet, believe me. I know you want me, the question is, can you keep me? I need me.
There's just always some form of braggadocio in your music, and it's reminiscent of what someone like Blaqbonez would do as well. And he has called himself the best rapper in Africa, and you call yourself the GOAT. Is he
me.
the best rapper in Africa, or is that you?
Nah, he's not the best rapper in Africa, obviously. Obviously.
What do you mean? Obviously, he's not the best rapper in Africa. What do you mean?
I mean, like, he can say that, but I would never say that. Like, I would rather say I am. Like, that's just the thing with rappers. Like, it's a sport.
But you said you're the GOAT, so can he say you're not the GOAT as well?
Someone else has to say that. But if you ask me any day, wake me up from sleep, I'm the GOAT. You get me? You understand? So I feel like that's the energy that we need. You understand? Like, on any given day, if you're confident in your abilities, like, you should be able to wake up and be like, because how else will you do it? There are a million rappers out here, and then if everybody else is waiting for someone else to call them the best rapper in wherever they are, like, I mean, like, rap would just be such a low energy sport. But like, I like the fact that we're out here with the braggadocio, with the energy. Understand? That's all we need. Ladipo just give us big energy, and I feel like
love it.
You understand? Like, that's what we need. You understand? When you turn here, you see one rapper with big energy. You turn here, you see one rapper with big energy, so that they know things are happening. You get me?
She said, prove to me your body balance. I need to speak to me. Pretty chorister, where your body sing to me. Mama, I'm pretty sure you're into me. The boy balance.
Do you think if music could go back to the way it was before, for pure sales, do you think a lot of people will sell so much records with pure sales, with CDs? Do you think you would sell with CDs and not with on the streaming platforms?
Nah, I go to suffer if we do CDs like that. Like, to be honest, because I feel like everything human beings create, there's always upsides and downsides. So streaming kind of course, we know that there's greed behind it. The major companies that handle it, the way they pay out artists and all that stuff, like, it's not very like wholesome to like people like us that are like not that big. But at the end of the day, I feel like that and social media has kind of leveled the playing ground for everybody. So you can have your small pocket of fans, Joelegba, and if they show you enough support, you can still have something coming in every few months.
Yes.
You understand? So that's just the left and right of it. Granted, if you are big enough and you have a machine behind you, you can fake your streams, you can push numbers, you can do the Justin Bieber thing and get your fans to stream your stuff overnight and then give you number 2 when you are really looking for number 1. You get me? But at the end of the day, I feel like streams, they've done their thing, but it's like there's up and down, so I like that this is where we are now. But at the same time, it can be difficult for us because now there's just very little space everybody's competing for. Everybody wants that banner on Apple Music when they drop. Everybody wants that front page, but not be everybody go get them. Now still the big dogs will get them. You understand? But if you still keep feeding your fan base and they show you that support you need when you drop records, you still do decent numbers.
Alright.
I don't understand how you can still misunderstand me. Money like Jed, Jedi mind trick, I'm just happy. She used to be your sugar, now she OD on my candy. Looks like the bad Bella came in handy. Broke and faithful by default, no side chicks to tell.
What would you say is the most underrated parts of Alpha Ojini?
The producer part.
So you feel you don't get as much flowers as you deserve by being a producer?
No, okay, well, it's not like I don't really push it that much, because at some point I had to tell myself, okay, what do I focus on? Because jack of all trades, yes, but like, I need people to focus on something. I can do a lot of things, but that doesn't mean anything to anybody. You understand? So I decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to mix up until I get to a place where I can make this a full-time job. So I got to a place where I could actually resign from my 9 to 5 and then mix for people.
Wow.
That's what I do full-time now.
Yeah.
But then that's one thing, and then just continue recording and performing as an artist. So even though that side is suffering because the mixing thing is so time consuming, I feel like it's easier to balance that. If I was now still producing for people again, pursuing royalties and split sheets and all that stuff, I would not collapse by now. But I feel like the songs that I've produced that are out there, if you listen to them, a lot of people still refer me to old songs like Mami Water that I produced, and they use it to say, Omo guy, you need to get back in that bag. But I'm like, Omo, I will, but at my own time. You understand?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's my most under, but by my own design, not by anybody not giving me the flowers. You understand?
All right.
Bringing me roses, put them up to my nose. And yes, we out in the field and we doing the most. It's another day in the life of a couple of ghosts. Gonna be a cold night.
Let's go back and talk about your project. I think your debut album was at Half Price, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, that was my first proper album, 2017.
And then you put out the sophomore album. I think that was Chameleon.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to always get someone who puts out a debut album and a follow-up album, and it's really nice. I mean, people say Chameleon was critically acclaimed.
Yes.
How did you manage to put that off? Have two proper body of work out and they were fire.
I think it was just me being fearless. I think because I had all the odds stacked against me. I'm not signed to a label, never been. I'm an independent artist, so there was every reason for me to not put out these projects. And I think with Chameleon, it was much more so because all these people that I've been wanting to work with, all of a sudden they were really open to work with me, and the pressure increased. Because I have on that project Oxlade, Blaqbonez, YC, MI, Ghost from Shoot 'em Camp. Who again is on that project? Like, that project is full. Good Girl Lele, Bella Alubo. Like, so when I finished making the project, I remember playing it for Bizzle, and then he was like, bro, you don't even know what you're sitting on. And then, when I dropped the project, the onus was still on me to like do the promotion, marketing and all that, because I'm not signed. So I feel like that fearlessness already make me push on. Because if I wasn't fearless, I would have said, let me hold on to these songs. And songs, they have energy. So I put them out, and then the people supported the way they supported, even without the videos. Like, I did millions of streams, and I'm like, who knows what would have happened if I didn't. So I don't think the quality of the music has always been there. I don't think I ever doubt myself on that level. But as for your question, putting it out, I think I just had to be fearless and decide that this music will come out one way or the other.
Let's talk about the second project, Chameleon. Does that denote the kind of personality that you have? Are you always the type to blend in, or you want to stand out?
Yeah, so I mean, like, you can stand out by blending in. I say that because someone like me wouldn't have survived in this industry if I didn't have the total skill set that I have.
All right.
So when I speak about Chameleon, I don't necessarily mean blending in, like trying to be other people. I mean, like, any situation you find yourself, can you actually like thrive or adapt? Because life will throw you curveballs. When I was in the middle of making that project, all my friends were getting signed, things were happening for people. Yeah. And then I was realizing that the kind of music they were making was being more tailored to like have commercial success. So I was thinking to myself, like, if I really wanted to make music with these people, I needed to like adapt to what they were doing now. So if I couldn't make a song like Bag X2 with Blaqbonez, then come back and do a song like Tong Song with Bella Alubo on the same project, I don't think the project would have had the kind of success it had. That mixture is kind of what made both rap fans, hardcore rap fans, and fans of regular commercial music like it. So I mean, that's the Chameleon aspect of it, being able to switch styles when called upon.